And what struck me as I was doing the interviews was is the fragility of the various experiments that were taking place. And the fragility was actually quite important because it's actually what gave them the creative energy, if you like, to be able to say, well, actually, in the case of, for example, Calderdale, they started doing a food bank. And as people came to faith, initially, they were placing them in existing churches. And it was only when that didn't work, because the kind of people they were seeing coming to faith just wouldn't fit in existing churches, that they thought, oh, we've got to start a church, which wasn't their intention, actually. It was just something that happened along the way. And so a lot of things that have transpired have been things that happened along the way. They were never part of the original intention. In fact, I'm not sure that they even knew what the original intention was exactly. And that's part of the risk that's involved in all of these stories. And I was just thinking this afternoon, which was very early morning, you guys, actually I was contrasting those with the stories that I used to come across in the 1980s, which were all about church growth. And actually, there's a massive shift because those stories of 30, 40 years ago were really all about let's find some amazingly successful churches. We'll do a piece of analysis, and then once we've figured out what are the reasons for the success, we can then replicate that everywhere. Well, actually, these stories are completely different than that. First of all, they're not about massive success. They're about encountering God in unexpected places. And second of all, I defy you to replicate any of them. They are amazingly unique situations. And that's, I think, part of the challenge of mission, isn't it, in the Western context, is we're not into formulas here. We're into a very different kind of interaction with our neighborhoods, our communities, and indeed with what God is up to in those places.